Hey, thanks for joining me. Travis from the Knife Joker. Tonight coming at you with the overview, another quick view, little first impressions here on the Para 3 FRN Lightweight, the all black version tonight. I think I did do the overview of the satin version over on the Travis Van Way channel, our affiliate channel. But now, well, they had asked me over there to look over the black version when it came out, and then, well, now I'm doing it over here on the Knife Joker channel, so if that's not confusing enough, hopefully it won't get any more confusing than that. So yeah, looking over this C223P BBK, the black version, let's get right into it. Of course, that Spyderco FRN, making it lightweight and also more affordable. Of course, these Para 3 coming out of Golden, Colorado. And it's pretty much the same Para 3 FRN as has been out for a little while now in the satin version. Same steel, even. The CTS BD1N. That all black blade. I'm not sure the BD1N needs the DLC, but it really looks nice. So yeah, the FRN, keeping these a little bit more affordable. This version probably just under $100, and this one being more, that DLC making it more. And do you need it or do you want it? Probably you just want it. You might need it. Makes it a little more stealth, although it's not completely stealth knife, or that Spyderco Spidey would not show. So I think we all want that Spyderco Spidey to show. And even this being the all black DLC version, you do have that DLC clip, which you don't have on the regular satin version. Of course, there's no DLC on the liners. And as you'll notice, you go through all the compression lock Spydercos, there is no DLC on a compression lock, not on a liner. So some people had said, well, they wish that was DLC. That Spyderco just doesn't do it for whatever reason. I think the performance of the lock. So, well, here it is. This one's just straight out of the box. I can't guarantee they're all like that, but that's pretty darn nice when it comes like that. Quality out of Golden. You see, FRN standoffs. Those nested liners way down in there. You can hardly even tell they're there. But yeah. Well, there's no no full liner, just the compression lock. Well, that's what makes it so light. Excuse me, I misspoke there for a moment, but yeah, no liners at all, and that's why it's so light. So sorry to misspeak there for a moment, but it happens. I was just looking down in there, seeing the steel, and thinking that was a full liner, but no, it's not. Of course, I did the review on the Travis Van Way channel. I probably forgot to talk about that over there. I normally forget one or two things, or four. One thing I know I did mention, still a bi-directional texturing on here. Not quite as deep as you'd see maybe on some other Spydercos, like there's Delica, kind of that original bi-directional texturing. I think it's a little deeper. Might be hard to see on that zone pattern. But yeah, that Para 3, the way they labeled it there, stands out from pretty far. Of course, I'm probably the last person to review this black Para 3. I mean, they did kind of just come out, but it's been a highly anticipated version, and there's been a lot of reviews on it already. So here I am, probably the last person in the world to do this. Of course, they have that, also the serrated version. And I think, I'm not sure if it's out yet, but they Pretty sure they're coming out with a black serrated version, which I think will be really popular because it's just gonna show that edge really nice. You know, something is, of course, they had the original Para 3, the G10 version, and there's some other black versions, you know, available. As I went over some reviews on the other review of the Para 3, differences between the G10 and the lightweight version. Of course, these ones do have those nearly full liners. I'll probably get a measurement on the weight of one of these. Just saying, super lightweight. Only metal in there is that lock. 2.4 ounces. So yeah, that's really great over the G10 version. 3.4, a whole ounce lighter, pretty much. But you know, which do you prefer in hand? And you know, the feel of, it's debatable. Do you need the ounce or not? Use these for different things. They're gonna wear different ways. The FRN is really strong, and the G10, you know, it wears a little bit. Another thing to think about is possibly the Sage 5 FRN. They did just come out with this, but it's pretty comparable. The FRN, the blade length, and so forth, the choil. Well, these are two pretty comparable knives. Also the wire clip. Of course, they don't have the Sage 5 in the black version. These are pretty comparable knives. Just a little bit of a different feel in hand. You see that hump on the Sage 5, a little bit less. Got a little more of a hump there on the Para 3. Also, another knife, of course, that Delica. There's about that same range. Oh, that one's pretty dirty there. Of course, well, my user zone or whatever. Well, the VG10, it'll probably clean up if I get a little alcohol to it. But yeah, the VG10 will probably clean up. Should be no big deal. But my point was, that's pretty comparable. Also, in length, you know, if you hadn't got up here at 3, you're just waiting for the black one already. You already knew you wanted it. Just a little, well, that's a horrible size comparison, but there it was. A couple more knives to consider, right in that same range. Now one more would be that Native 5. Right in that same range, of course, different locks. Now, the lock backs in the Native and the Delica, but compression locks both in the Sage 5 and the Para. So that Native, you know, really no big hump on top, and it's just a different feel in hand. So just, you know, a couple different knives to consider from Spyderco, all about the same range, all FRN, all nearly the same weight and so forth. Get a blade length check. I said about 3 inches, so we're hoping, well, I'm not talking like I did about the liners. Yeah, about 3 inches on the blade. You know, just 7 1/4 inches overall, or so. So yeah, once again, I don't know if you have to have DLC on the BD1N. Seems to be a pretty, well, from what I've seen, comments on the forums and so forth, on the groups and Facebook, you know, pretty, holds the edge medium well, but it's easy medium well to sharpen at the same time. So people seem pretty impressed with it. It's not an amazingly expensive steel either, so you you're getting a good value there. Just showing you that, really that deep pocket clip there on the pair of 3. So when you have that in your pocket, I mean, you're gonna pretty much have about that much sticking out. Well, brought out a few different knives to go side by side here, and thanks for joining me once again on the Travis, well, not the Travis Van Weight channel, now the Knife Joker channel. If you do like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, and if you want to see a couple more videos, you could check out that Travis Van Weight channel. Thanks so much. See you next time.